Bitcoin has just broken below one of the most important levels of support, and on today's video I will be talking about what this means for Bitcoin, but more importantly I will be talking about this imminent short-term downtrend Bitcoin is currently creating, the bounce we saw from this very important support box, and currently the retest on this very critical resistance box I talked about many times before. So I will be talking about this, the bullish divergence, and many other important charts on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap with that like button back above 1000 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, because currently on the imminent short term we are creating a very important downtrend, and every single time once we do retest this trend right here, we see a very significant rejection on Bitcoin. And actually right now we need to be seeing a break of this level right here in order to see a bullish continuation upwards. And while this is happening, while we are breaking down, we are actually starting to spot that Bitcoin is creating a somewhat of a bullish divergence on the market, since right now if we compare this low on the market to this low, you can see that we created a lower low on the market, and on the RSI chart we have been actually creating a higher low. So this means that currently momentum is diverging ever so slightly, but I do believe that this downtrend is going to continue until the point we do break this very important downward sloping resistance line. And what is maybe even more important is that currently we are retesting one heck of a level, because this level that we're currently retesting was previously around massive resistance, then flipped into support. You can see Bitcoin bounce from it here many times, and currently we are seeing a retest of this level. So make sure to pay attention, because a rejection from here could be very likely for Bitcoin. And once it does get rejected, we are most likely going to see Bitcoin come all the way down to $60,000. And I'm going to be talking about that chart in a minute, so make sure to continue watching in this video, because the data points are going to become even more crucial. So there are some mixed signals currently in the market. We can see that if we're looking at the 4-hourly time frame, we're once again seeing that we're creating a bullish divergence, which is of course typically speaking a very significant bottoming structure and a bottoming signal. But of course on that 4-hourly time frame as well, we're retesting that level. So what I want to be saying is that if we do see a break above 66.5k today and confirm break above this level, I think that most likely you have a chance of bouncing back higher, and most likely at that point we have found a bottom for at least this moment of time in the market. But if we do see that slight rejection from off this level, and if we especially break below $65,000, I think it is going to be likely actually that we're going to come down to $60,000. And about the target I'm going to talk a little bit more later in the video, so make sure to continue watching. But while everything is happening, we're also seeing that yesterday we had another negative day on the spot Bitcoin ETF. We saw more than $189 million flowing out of it, and actually the majority of the outflows, they came from Fidelity, which is quite insane to see. It happened also yesterday, but never before they've been seeing such big outflows. So while they were first buying a lot of Bitcoin while Bitcoin was sitting of course at all-time highs, they're right now selling Bitcoin while Bitcoin is having a dip. So that is interesting to see. Last week indeed we had one of a record week in the spot Bitcoin ETF, and currently we're seeing actually a quite bad week for the spot Bitcoin ETF. But all in all, it's a process of time, and still there is more money flowing in than is going out on those spot Bitcoin ETFs. So things are still looking quite okay actually in my opinion. But what I really want to be pointing out is that we lost this very important level in the market, which is currently confirming a trend reversal on Bitcoin, and quite a big of a trend reversal on Bitcoin, because I believe that we are most likely going to be a little bit more bearish in the coming period in the market, because we're currently seeing that break of this very important level of this green box right here. And due to the fact that we're currently breaking below this very important level, it is actually confirming a larger trend reversal, because first we were creating this inverse head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin, right? So we were creating that left shoulder, right shoulder, and the pattern was still actually in play. But now since we broke below the green box, we actually broke down of this trend. And this is right now going to probably indicate we're going to get a larger trend reversal on Bitcoin. And I really do believe that if Bitcoin breaks below this green box right here, which is actually the last support for Bitcoin, because if you're also looking at this trend, the last time we broke below this level, we actually saw like quite a sharp move towards the downside here. And once we broke above it, we saw a sharp move upwards. So this is a very important turning point for the market right now here, which I really want to be pointing out here. So this is the level that I'm going to be putting all my attention towards. If we break below $65,000, I believe that we're going to come down towards levels around the lows of the range, which is of course sitting around $60,000, because the biggest support in this range right now is just going to be $60,000, because $60,000 is this red box I just draw, because this level is of course where previously around Bitcoin found the majority of the support, and this is just going to be the max big level for Bitcoin where we are going to be most likely finding some support. But while all this is happening, we're still seeing that the majority of the liquidity is being built up above us. So there are so many mixed signals right now in the market that for me right now, it is extremely hard to say whether we're going to be going up or down right now in this moment of time, because we're still consolidating in the midst of this consolidation range, because that is literally what it is. We're in a consolidation range, and I think ultimately Bitcoin is going to be going higher. But for me to right now say Bitcoin is going to be going up or down in the coming week, it's extremely hard, because there are so many signals currently happening in this market, and that is why I don't always take a trade, right? So currently I'm still in my trading position, but it is massively in profit. But for me to open up a next trade, I just want to see some more confidence in the market, and for that I'm still waiting ever so slightly. But of course, make sure to continue watching these videos on the channel, because once I do see more confluence, I of course going to be telling you that on this video. So yeah, also on the daily time frame, the RSI is just looking quite natural, and due to the fact that we broke this support box, it's going to be actually quite tough. And of course, if Bitcoin can manage to be breaking back above it, I think we could be starting to look a little bit more bullish again. But currently the next big support for Bitcoin is laying around $64,000, and of course the big support is laying around $60,000, which is my next target right now for Bitcoin. So we are currently still in the midst of this massive consolidation phase, and it looks to be that we're just going to be staying in this consolidation phase ever so longer. And it looks to be that we're just going to be sitting in this consolidation phase a little bit longer than we have been expecting. So it's already 107 days, and maybe it's going to take another 30 days, maybe another 20 days. But yeah, all we need to do right now is just be a little bit more patient. So this is it for me in today's video. If you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on the like. Guys, I am sitting here in the middle of this villa, having an amazing time here, recording still this video for you. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.